Yo, good morning. It's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. Welcome back, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. It is moi in my Cromwell on Parisdorf. Himmel's Eris or something. I don't know. Bottom tier Cromwell. You guys want to watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat? I got two examples right here. Two examples of a bottom tier medium tank being played decently. I shouldn't congratulate myself, but I'm going to. I had two fun games where I was able to help the team pull the rabbit out of the hat. Sometimes when you're in a medium, bottom tier, it's very difficult to figure out what to do. And I'll be honest, right now I don't really have a good plan. I've said that on stream before. I'm actually shooting an Oni in the face. I mean, how smart is this? Not. And I'm wasting my gold rounds. I'm not even aiming at the turret. Just terrible. Terrible. What am I trying to do and accomplish here? I don't know. Maybe just slow him down, make him think about it, get a lucky pin. We find the KV-2R. This time I'm like, oh, I'll track him. Nope, I'll just shoot into the track and damage it, but not actually track him. The IS-6 sort of loses his mind. And I'm looking at this deployment going, oh my gosh. The Barask is one of our tier 8s. And we only have 4 of them. The IS-6 is one of our tier 8s, and he's wandering around alone in the middle of the map. This is just not looking good. Right, I'm not liking this very much. Although the T25AT and the Super Chaffee are both dead. These two games that I'm going to show you are just me hanging in there as much as I can. Throw in a little bit of luck, throw in a little bit of skill, and then throw in a guy that carries, which is not me. Well, damage-wise. We'll get to that in just a second. So we're going to come down here and see if we can't help the guys that are fighting their main fight. I usually say go there anyway, and maybe I should have been there earlier. Might have been able to help them, but I feel like all I would have done is lost hit points peeking and poking. I'm a little late to this party. There's a Renegade there. I'm going to come around this corner and see if there's someone to shoot. I get spotted and lit, obviously, from here because I'm proxy. The 3002 loses his mind and tries to dive on somebody, does no damage. I think about, well, no, this is dumb. Let's get out of here. Sorry, T150, there is nothing I can do for you. We're holding our own, but we've lost our IS-6. Now we've lost our IS-2. We're about to lose our T-150. Holy cow. The rest of what we have is kind of hanging out in the back. And the Barask is still wandering around in the wilds of the north. Or is he? Or is he? Well, I talked about, I get hit coming around that corner, but thankfully I don't lose any damage. Or I don't lose any hit points. I talked about there'll be someone carrying, but it may not be me. In both of these examples, there is a tank that does a bunch of damage that is not me. When I say pulling a rabbit out of the hat, I'm talking about helping your team figure this thing out. We also have an AFK, by the way. I don't know if you noticed, but the ISU-122S has been sitting at cap the whole time. I think, well, maybe I can defend cap as they come in and get a little help, and I'm looking at these 4 tanks, and I'm thinking, there goes the Type 50. This is looking ugly. Type 59 is now dead. There's no reason to stay here because they're going to come around both sides and I'm just going to absolutely disappear. So let's head off this way. And at this point now, it's let me just move around and try to figure out something. Get some damage, kill a guy or two. Maybe we start to gain an advantage. I don't know what this Barask is doing, but I do notice that we're threatening their cap a little bit. So I feel like that might peel a few of their tanks away and cause them to split up a little bit. Maybe a couple of them wander into our cap, a couple kind of moving back towards their cap. Maybe we're going to get a little bit of an advantage out of that, and we might be able to use it. The Black Prince dies. I make that guy miss. That was fortunate. Just shoot him on the way. We'll hang out here for just a second. I see the 3000 series guy. That's a miss. The Cromwell, I don't like the gun, man. It's so wonky, the gun on this thing. It's not as bad as the Cromwell B, but it is painful. So let's try to take down this 3001D. Just take the little bites out of the game. What can you affect at the moment? Well, I can take this guy on. Finally get a piece of him. Trying to get a little auto aim action. That misses. And let's just circle. Just head off around this way. Now he fires almost as fast as I do. Artie starts taking a bit of an effect. Stunning somebody to where they can't turn. And especially if they get tracked. That is absolutely massively great. That is a huge, huge help. Did I just... I think I did. I just complimented an Artie player. But they're not done helping me. They're not done helping me. Here we go. Oni has got his side right here. Put one into his side. Doesn't notice I'm there yet. Now he notices, and I think, should I wait for one more shot? I do. Take one more out of him, and then let's get out of here. I really expected him to be able to come around the corner and shoot me. I was thinking about going for that hill, but I figured I might as well try to get here because at least then he can't charge me as easily if I'm just behind that hill. Then I noticed the super Pershing is up here. The Oni doesn't come around the corner. There's this guy. Fantastic. So look at that. Just fall into some more damage. But he does the right thing and turns at me. He does the right thing, and he actually gets a chunk. So that hurt. Now on to other things. All of a sudden I look at the ranks and I go, oh, there's only 3 of them left. And I know where one of them is. He's on the cap. The Oni's slow. He's way back by their cap. The T-64 is in the middle. Let's just come around here and see if we can get some more hit points off this guy. Nope, he's dead. No need. Well. Oh, then this guy comes around here. Good on him. And I'm thinking, well, that's the end of that. But I just keep trying. Just keep moving. Try to get around the corner. Driving up on that thing was bad. And I'm really expecting that. I'm just hoping that the T-50-2 and the M12 whatever can do some work. I'm just really expecting this guy to crush me. He comes around. Holy cow, luck, right? He bounces. I actually got a note from this guy. He was not well pleased by this. Oh, I just didn't get where I wanted to be, and he and he dies. And now it's just the Oni. And I take a shot. I finally make a bad mistake right here. I'm thinking maybe I can sneak by the Oni. Look for a shot here if I can get one. Of course, I'm out of gold. 50-2 is trying to not get nuked as well. Keep this guy lit. I can't quite get up that hill. He takes a hit. He's stunned. So I figure, well, I can probably cross right here. He goes unstunned, and of course he doesn't miss. White Woody fires HE at me, kills me, but he's down to his last 57. Holy cow, the rabbit has been pulled out of the hat. Take a look at the Borovsk's damage, right? This was not all me. Obviously, I only did 1,377, 854 assists, but bottom tier medium tank. I just kept moving, kept trying, kept working at it, seeing who can I get rid of, who can I damage, how long can I last to try to somehow turn this thing around, and we ended up doing it, obviously with a huge boost from the massive damage from, I think it's Dr. Buzzkill there, and I don't know if he is anonymized or what, but Dr. Buzzkill doing a really nice job in his Borovsk. Got a second example for you. We're going to join this game in process right here. It's been, what, 2 minutes and a half. Not a whole lot's happened. We lost a Schwartz Panzer. But again, bottom tier in my Cromwell. Cromwell is good for this kind of gameplay. It is very mobile. It is able to move around and do some of these things. So I'm not saying you can do this kind of thing with every tank. But the point still remains that if you just keep on trying, keep on looking for something to do, something positive to do for your team, it's going to help you, and you'll start to pull the rabbit out of the hat, and there'll be these games that are the difference between 50% and 55%. You know, a lot of times you look at a loss happening and go, well, it's over, nothing I can do. But eventually you're going to start to learn how to pull 1 or 2 or 3 of those out of every 100 battles, and that doesn't sound like much, but it is a ton. Now, the Super Pershing was salty, and he said you were lucky. That is undoubtedly true. That's not the question. The question is, what do you do with that luck once you get it? The shot that he took that bounced that should have killed me, you'll notice I was moving, trying to make the shot hard, put a little angle, and he bounced a shot with an auto bounce angle. Can I do that every time? Is that a skill that I rely on constantly? Absolutely not. Do I do it a lot in an attempt to bounce that shot? And let's get going with this. Yeah, absolutely. Of course I do. Does it work once every 100 battles? Probably. That's the difference. 50%, 51%. If you manage to do stuff like that 5 times out of every 100 battles that causes a win or helps significantly with a win, that's a 5%. I know it's not that direct of a correlation, but you understand what I'm saying, that all of those little things added together, as you get a little bit better at doing those things, then you end up winning more battles. So we're on Malinovka Dorf here. Actually, this is Prokhovka Dorf. We've got a couple guys in front of us. Myself and this Lanson and the other hero, or the hero of this game, I happen to be just the magician trying to pull the rabbit out of the hat. But the guy who does all the damage is going to be this Lanson, who does a bang-up job. Now, we're trying to hold this hill. We got a lot of guys wandering around down here. So far, Artie hasn't been interested in us, but that's about to change. I think they were busy over in the 1-2 line because there's quite a little scrap going on in the 1-2 line over there. Finally get a shot into this Scorpion. I really wanted to try to get rid of him, but didn't quite make that happen. And he becomes a factor a little while later. The fire, yeah, there we go. So now the Artie is paying attention to us over here. The gun has let me down. Of course, I'm stunned. I get hit by the other M44. Thankfully, neither one of them was a direct or a pen. 188 is bad enough, but it doesn't look like it was a full hit and pen. So we'll just keep on working this, trying to figure out how we're going to get some shots off these guys. Lance and C. Look at the Artie's chasing the Lance and C. I get caught in the crossfire by one of the other M44s. He's still getting the snot bombed out of him. So at that point, it becomes a situation where you maybe want to try to go dark for a while, even though I talk a lot about, keep on moving, keep on trying to get shots, keep on trying to get lights. The guys down the 5-6 line aren't doing a really good job with these guys. Plus, I don't know what the Renegade's doing. I guess he's just pushing in to die or some such. The 1-2 line is starting to lose wholesale, and things are looking really badly for us now. There goes the Renegade. There goes the T-78. There goes the KB-1S, and it's 2-6. Lanson's looking for shots. I'm going to try to help kill this guy. Get a shot on him. Thank goodness that missed. All right, there we go. So the T-26E5 dies. There's my artillery friend again. Where's the luck in that? The luck is I didn't get hit very hard or pinned. I only took 8 damage. So what are you going to do with it? Well, we're just going to keep moving. We're going to keep trying to pull it. Oh, there we go. Now the Lorraine gets a piece of me again. Not a direct hit. Definitely having my share of artillery shots on this game. Really got away with a lot of no shots. Now this was weird to me right here. There goes the dog. I jump into this bush. I'm sitting here thinking, all right, I should be fine. No problem. I can't be proxy lit. This guy comes up and over and pretty immediately sees me. Well, maybe I actually put my... No, I didn't put my tank out. I turn around. Well, he didn't see me the first time. So we'll hang out right here. And he's going to see me on this one. He's going to come up and over. Not moving. Boom. And that was bizarre because when I highlighted him, it looked like his gun was looking the other way. I don't know. I have no idea what just happened right there. I do know I don't want to sit up here anymore because I am now down to a one-shot or a pretty direct hit from the Artie. Do a little slide down here. How I didn't break the tracks, I don't know. Let's swing around this way and we're going to head up back to the top again. I'll speed this up because it takes me a while to get up the hill. And we'll slide off the hill. And we are back up top. 5-9, we've done a little bit of work evening up this battle. And it's just, I'm just going to take a blind shot towards the OI. Not really sure what that is. Maybe somebody shooting into the bush I was in. Yeah, it looks like maybe they're just trying to shoot the bush I was sitting in, thinking I'm still there. There's the OI. Got 6 gold rounds. I have a hard time pinning this guy at range. We got fall off on the pin. There he goes, fantastic. I get spotted, I don't know. I guess I was just high enough there. Maybe my turret was actually being seen by the CS-53. Lanson's still alive. We have an Udez in the bush. So now we're trying to take on the guys pushing it 7-10. So we've done a little bit of evening it up. We got one of their artillery, which was nice. Oh, they got one of our artillery, sorry. We got their CS-53. That was nice. Lots of bouncing. That angle's just not going to happen. I'm wasting gold rounds right here. So it's not a case of playing a perfect game all the time. I make mistakes too. I'm really just praying that somehow it finds a weak spot. But that's pretty stupid. If I'm going to do that, just fire the regular AP and aim at the turret thing. Aim at the nodule. I thought about coming off the hill and I went, well, let's stick with this Lanson. Really, the only way we are going to win this is if the Lance and I can do something together. And the first thing we need to do is somehow find this Scorpion and get rid of him. The Lanson gets up into the bush. I'm going to come down this way and see if I can find the Scorpion or maybe the Cromwell B. I sort of expected to explode right there because he'd be sitting right in that bush or some such. And all of a sudden the Cromwell B's over there. All right, that's nice. Boom, got rid of him. Very good. Didn't get seen. Lanson's moving around, and I'm just going to stick with him. So we're in this mode, right? There's 2 of us left. It's a 9-13 game. just in this mode of trying to solve each little problem as it comes. The next thing I'd really like to get rid of is a Scorpion, and I'm really hoping a Lancen would come. This sucked because I'm thinking, well, there we go. Oh, you're kidding, I bounced? That is absolutely amazing. I suppose I should be happy he missed the shot coming at me. The Lancen notices it, fantastic. Artie misses, even better. Another Artie miss. And then the Lancen's coming in at him. And I think he understands, if we can just get rid of this dude, we're in really good shape. There he is. Boom. Really hope not to get spotted. Don't you hate it when you come up and over just as someone dies, but you came up and over just enough that he actually spotted you before he went out? So I've got to do some really big jinx right here. Tiger P, 3 Artie and AT8. Now, we have better tanks. They have 3 Artie and / more tanks. I'm going to speed this up because we come all the way down here to the corner. And the M44s are a little late getting away. A little late figuring out what's going on, because as I come up over this corner, there they are. Boom, down he goes. The other one's making a runner. We actually have a hard time getting rid of this guy. Lancen's pushing in on him. I do want to avoid getting killed out by the 155-50. The question is, what are the Tiger P and the AT8 doing? They're both fairly slow tanks, but based on where they were last, they could get up to the middle fairly quickly, so we really need to push into this 1-2 line about as fast as we can. I didn't really expect to find the 155-50 back here because I know it's a really fast mobile tank. I'm like, oh yeah, let's just get this guy. Like, he's just unkillable. We have missed him multiple. There you go. There's another miss. Finally, the Lancen C actually gets close enough that RNG and dispersion does not deny him. I will check back here just in case the 155-50 did not move. Like I said, I expected him to have moved. I'm not going to knock a tree down unless we absolutely have to. Lancen C is kind of doing the same thing, looking around over here. I've cleared this. He's not in this corner. My 6th sense would have been a de facto spotting mechanism. And I'm just going to stick with the Lancen. So we head off this way. We will split up in a little bit here, as somebody will jump onto the cap. So next thing I'm thinking is I might go up to the bushes up top, try to catch one of them out, and there's the Tiger P. So we'll get a little altitude here. And where is he? No, don't have a shot. He's down low a little bit. He knows he's spotted. He's got decent hit points too. There he is. So now he's moving around. I've got the back of his tank, but he just went behind that rock. There we go. Little RNG. Puts his front armor to us. That's wise. Going to be hard for me to pin him from here. Another bounce. Let's move over this way. I'm a little bit concerned of walking into the ATA because I don't know where that guy is. And then I kind of figure it out. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. There's actually 2 guys on cap. Actually 2 guys on cap. Lancen takes a hit. And I'm trying to figure out what I might do here. We have a minute 11, so I'm not too concerned about raging straight in. Don't want to get spotted and either killed by the Tiger P right out because I only have 210 hit points, or if I happen to get to cover, splashed out by the Artie. So I'm going to cover the Lancen as he moves in. Looking for a better angle on the Tiger P. Do have to watch about taking him outside of draw range. I think I actually do. Heading around this way. I'm just thinking about going all the way around, and then Lancen C sort of pushes in. That forces my hand to kind of start working with him right here. And we only have 35 seconds, so almost another big mistake. That misses. That's unfortunate. That's going to bounce, and then he's going to give me just enough side armor here as he's shifting around trying to handle the Lancen C. We finally take him down. And 17 seconds. So, again, just another series of taking care of little problems, playing as well as you can, working with other players. The Mad Noob goes in. He has a fantastic game, so really shout out to him. I only have 595 and 700 spotting. 3 kills, but it's all on near deads. But I'm alive, right? I have some votes. Not many, but I had some votes left. Kept my tank on the board, and allows me to work with the Lancen C to help him basically finish this win, because he really was in carry mode here. Gotta like when RNG gives you that. A bit of a bummer that he sort of blocked the guy. I don't think he really needed to do that, but there you go. Probably should have tried to track him. Doesn't matter because he's just reloading and killing this dude off. And boom, 884 damage, 758 assists, 3 kills, and another rabbit out of a hat on that one. These two games happened within 4 or 5 games of each other. And it's that kind of stuff right there, being able to react to your luck in bad situations where maybe you're already losing, that's going to change that win rate. You know, you're not going to get a better win rate by doing better in the games you win. You're going to change your win rate by turning some of the losses into wins, and by taking the close ones and turning them and ensuring that they're a win for your side. So that whole 30% you win, 30% you lose, 40% you have a vote. Some of the 30% you lose, you can start dragging into the win column, and that's going to increase, because occasionally you're going to have that one that's looking like an auto win turns into a loss. So you want to mitigate that and maybe even go the other direction by grabbing some of these ones that look like losses and turn them into wins. All right, I hope that helped you guys. A lot of stuff to think about right there. That was more of a, kind of the esoteric big picture idea of the game. It's easy to say, oh, just stay in it there, champ. You can make it happen. That is easy to say, but it's still true. It's still true. And with mobile tanks like this, maybe a bit easier because I'm able to get around the map. Obviously, if I was in an AT-8 like that poor guy at the end, I wouldn't be raging around the map doing a lot of things I'm doing. All right, that's all I've got. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We will see ya.